LaSalle Street, just south of Shoda. A couple of blocks of old brick buildings and the sweet smells of spring all year round.
It's 6:30 in the morning here in the 2700 block of LaSalle Street. While most of the city is just starting to wake up, the day's already in full swing here at the St. Louis Flower Market.
Snaps 2, larkspur 1, coxcomb 1.
If you're not in the business of buying or selling flowers, you wouldn't have much reason to come here. But the St. Louis Flower Market is a global crossroads for all things floral.
Our job really is to procure the wide variety of flowers that are available from all over the world so that the retail florists in the St. Louis area, they can have just about any flowers they want.
Right now we're getting some product out of Chile that we usually would get here in the States. A lot of our roses come from Ecuador, Colombia and Medellin, Colombia, Holland, New Zealand. It's just it has become a world market, and that's what creates all the excitement.
The market is a center for local growers as well, like Ron Chaskelson, who drives in at least twice a week from Bourbon, Missouri.
It's early and you're half asleep sometimes and you're exhausted because anyone who's grown anything on any kind of scale at all, even if it's a backyard garden, knows how intense it is when you're growing acres of something, especially flowers that have to be cosmetically look quite nice. It's real tough. It's a very demanding business.
For almost 80 years, this street has been home to the region's wholesale flower market, the pre-dawn meeting place for shippers, growers, florists, and decorators to trade their beautiful and fragile products.
We have deliveries leaving as early as 3 o'clock in the morning that take off, and then first deliveries then of that morning after 3 leave at 6:30. By about 9 o'clock, it's pretty well quiet then.
Every market has its own flavor, whether it be for fish, stocks and bonds, machinery, or vegetables. This is a flower market.
Oh, how can you not love flowers? Flowers and plants, they're always changing. They change with the season. There's lots of different colors. They can be a challenge to take care of, but they're alive and they're fresh. That's the best thing about flowers. In many ways, we sell emotion. We allow customers to express their emotion through flowers and plants. It's difficult sometimes for any of us to tell somebody else how they feel, but by offering plants or flowers as an expression either of sympathy or of joy, that gives them the opportunity and us the opportunity to serve that customer.
Say it with flowers.
Say it with flowers. You bet. Yeah.
LaSalle Street has been home to the flower market since the late 1920s. Many of the same families have been doing business there over the years.
A lot of our customers are family businesses, small family businesses. And there's some businesses that we've sold for 2 or 3 generations. My father sold them, and now I sell them, and then my brother's son sells some of these customers. My grandpa was a grower out in West County, and when my father came back from the war, he decided he didn't make a very good grower, so he decided to start wholesaling. So he started in 1952.
Flowers themselves are constantly changing and new types emerging as growers experiment and tinker with their genetic makeups.
There used to be 2 colors in the Peruvians, and now there are just hundreds of colors in that. Varieties are being manufactured throughout the year. There's always new product coming along, new colors, new varieties. So they're crossbreeding, and it's always like Christmas. Every day you open up a box, there's something new in it, you know.
Everyone loves flowers, but the flower market attracts many people whose business it is to create with flowers.
I'm an event and wedding florist, and I do parties for people or individual arrangements. I love coming looking early in the morning because you get all the unusual things. They might have less of them, so you want to come then to pick and choose and pick out the new things, the new items, and there are always new things being made ready for the cut flower market. It's both texture, it's color, it's just creative design, how the shape of it, the actual look of it. So you're doing all those things, and you're doing it in 3D. But the tricky bit is that you're doing with living things that don't always behave themselves, or they aren't exactly like a dyed piece of cloth, which is exact.
I wake up every morning and feel pretty grateful to be able to sell flowers for a living. The power of flowers is tremendous. At the time when you're happy or at times when you're sad, flowers say it all.